Hi, Mom. I'm sorry I haven't been able to contact you. Being new here at the embassy isn't as easy as I thought it would be, but I'm still getting adjusted. The screaming of the people rioting outside has gotten even louder, and we're all pretty on edge about the situation. Now, protests aren't anything new. They've been doing this before the monarchy of the country collapsed with the anti-Soviet demonstrations, which have gotten very violent against demonstrators. But the crowds are getting larger and larger by the minute. The protesters are livid, and ever since President Carter decided to allow their Shah, who was exiled and forced to disband his government, to arrive in the US to receive cancer treatment, the demonstrators have gotten even larger. I'm positive that the protesters are displeased and wish for his death and absence. However, President Carter's motives were humanitarian, although it seems that his actions have caused an uproar of objection. The figures outside aren't reluctant to broadcast their emotions as I drown their voices booming from outside. Their cries resonated a distinct fear within me as I conduct this letter to you. But so far, the work I'm getting here isn't too bad, and I'm always up for the challenge. By the way, how's little Jimmy? In the last letter you said he's trying to be the new John Travolta. So sorry I missed his birthday and I couldn't see his dance moves. I can envision the talent he possesses, and I send my best regards to everyone. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Loving kisses, Hunter.
Hunter, they're in.
So, do we all agree to this?
I don't think we should do this.
We have to. How else would they listen? They took away our chance of living a peaceful life in a democracy. Their culture dominates our nation. What about our culture, our identity? Why is there no room for who we are?
That's not the problem.
Then what is? It's the government.
Look, do you remember the first time that they fired the first shot? Demonstrations grew. No matter, despite all the executions, the deaths, the sacrifices, we prevailed and we grew stronger.
And we can be heard across the world.
There are hundreds of us. We complete the sit-in, and then we get the attention of the U.S. and our own people.
I think this will work. Their influence will end.
So the American lifestyle won't be the ideal anymore. We can finally focus on who we are as a people and what we need.
Are you sure about this?
Look, I think with enough support we can do this.
What about Ayatollah Khomeini?
I'm sure he's been working and making sure our voices will be heard since the Shah was in power.
Well, Milo, look, I didn't exactly get his approval, but I heard from a friend of his that if we can do this, it'll be fine.
Alright, I'll bring some friends to help.
Alright, then tomorrow morning, we'll meet at the embassy and we'll show who really is in power.
Burn it all! Burn it all! Come on!
Secretary of State is on the line for you. It's urgent.
All right, thank you. Just a second, Francois. Yes?
Mr. President, there's been an emergency.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry I have to cut this meeting short, Francois. I'll see you later. My apologies. I was in a meeting with the French ambassador.
Mr. President, there's been an emergency in Iran.
Yes, I understand the tensions have been high because we've taken the Shah in for treatment, but
There's been a break in the embassy. They've taken hostages. Mr. President, hello?
yes, I'm sorry. Hostages? How many?
66. Some of them have been arrested. None of them are hurt, but we don't know who's taking them or where they are.
Documents?
I trust that they have gotten rid of as much as they can. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. We'll have to inform the families immediately. Yes, you have my address. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Burn it all! Go, 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 go! Run! 106, they can't get the information! Go!
Just stay calm. Calm, alright?
Shut up, American scum! You are next! Where are you taking us? You'll see. What about the others? I have a few questions for your friends. No! There ya! Go! Get out! Get out!
Who could it be at this time? Yes?
Hello, ma'am. We're with the CIA. We have some news for you.
What kind of news?
News regarding your son.
Come on, come in, come on. Come on, come in. Have a seat, please. Right here. So what happened?
Your son is okay, right?
What?
Sorry.
No, it cannot be. Are you sure?
Yo, Danny. What happened? I don't feel Liz next to me. Where is she?
I don't know. I don't know where the rest are.
Where the hell is everybody?
How am I supposed to know, Hunter?
I don't hear anybody in this room.
Is it just us?
I don't know. We gotta get out of here, man. But I don't know.
We have to go.
No.
Hunter, now we have to go.
No, we can't.
We have to.
We have to stay.
Hunter, we have to go.
Are you freaking insane?
Hunter, we have.
Do you want to?
Hunter, we have to.
Do you want to die?
Hunter,
Get off! Calm down, man. Calm yourself. I hear footsteps. They're coming.
What the hell? What's the meaning of this?
Nothing.
Answer me.
Nothing happened.
Answer me.
Nothing happened. He just fainted.
The heat. You think?
Yeah.
You're hot, huh?
That's all that happened.
Ah, wake up! Wake up! Move up! Come on.
What the hell happened?
You're going to meet them soon.
Who?
Your little white friends?
What?
Your little American scum? You'll meet them soon. Take them. Come on. Move!
The special report that we planned to bring you tonight was about domestic politics, the battle among the Democrats. But we think the crisis in Iran is more urgent right now than the campaign here at home. Some 60 Americans, including our fellow citizen whom you just saw bound and blindfolded, are now beginning their 6th day of captivity inside the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. It's Friday morning there now. But throughout this night in Washington, officials will continue their search for some way to negotiate the hostages' freedom. That search was not successful today.
Name.
Danny.
Last name?
Silverstein.
What is your position on the embassy?
I'm a diplomat.
Kind.
High tier.
What are some of the papers you work with?
That's classified.
Tell me. Are you working with the Iranians? Answer me. Are you working with the Iranians to protect the Shah? Stupid American. He's useless. Move on. Sit him down. What is your name?
Michael Johnson.
Say it again.
Michael Johnson.
Louder.
Michael Johnson.
What is your position at the embassy?
I archive files.
Information? You have information? American scum. I said, do you have information?
I'll never break.
We'll see about that. Move on, next one. Name.
Stephen Robinson,
What is your position in the embassy?
analyst.
What kind of analyst? What do you analyze?
I can't tell you.
Tell me.
No, I can't.
Do you want to join your friends then?
You won't do anything. You can't kill them. You need them.
You need them for what? Like you kill them anytime I want.
You need them for information.
Excuse me. Forget it! What trash! Name. Name. What is your position in your embassy?
Secretary.
You want information? Tell me what you know. Useless. Move along. Name. Banu what? You're Iranian. What's your role in the embassy?
Just to translate.
Who do you translate for?
I can't say.
Disgrace to your own people. You're Iranian and you do not speak for us.
I wasn't born here. I'm American.
That's funny. What lies? Come on. Name. Answer me. I said name.
Hunter.
Hunter what?
Hunter Smith.
What is your position in the embassy?
I'm not important.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just the director.
That seems to be the opposite.
No, I just hand out passports all day.
Lies.
I'm not lying.
Well, it seemed to me as your friends seem to say otherwise. They said something about classified information.
Where are they?
Dead if you don't answer me. You won't talk then? Fine, I have a letter. Hi, Mom. I'm sorry I haven't been able to...
Where'd you get that?
Seems like you didn't burn everything. Look, you miss your family, don't you?
You leave my family out of this.
Is that one little Jimmy you keep talking about? If you ever want to see them again, answer me.
Audio Jungle.
Now to Logan Pekayun reporting on the latest about the Iranian hostage crisis.
Thank you, Richard. More information on the capture of over 60 Americans who were blindfolded and taken hostage from the U.S. Embassy in Iran. It's their 6th day in captivity, and government officials continue to attempt to negotiate for the hostages' freedom. On Tuesday, they came out with one of the hostages and put him on display for all to see. Thankfully, he didn't appear to be harmed. Next, here's the president's thoughts on the crisis. This is Logan Pekayun. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Logan. And now to the president's response.
Mr. President, what about the American captives in Tehran?
We continue to face a grave situation in Iran, where our embassy has been seized and more than 60 American citizens continue to be held hostages in an attempt to force unacceptable demands on our country. We are using every available channel to protect the safety of the hostages and secure the release. Along with the families of the hostages, I have welcomed and I have appreciated the restraint that has been shown by Americans during this crisis. We must continue to exhibit such constraint. Despite the inactivity of our emotions, the lives of the people in Iran are at stake. I must emphasize the gravity of the situation. It's vital to the US and every other nation that the lives of diplomatic personnel and other citizens abroad are protected and refuse the permit of use of terrorism. And the seizure of hostages to impose political demands, no one should underestimate the resolve of the American government and the American people in this manner. It is necessary to eliminate any suggestion that economic pressures can weaken our stance on basic issues of principles. A position must be clear. I am ordering that we discontinue the purchasing of any oil from Iran from delivering to this country. Thank you.
We should just stop the TV. It's making me sad, Mom.
Still, we need to know, what happened to Hunter.
No one knows when it happens.
It's been 2 weeks, and the government is not doing anything. He might be dead.
We have to trust they're doing their best. All we can do is wait.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. That's all we could do.
Took you long enough.
American scum.
What's going on?
Him.
The black man.
What's happening?
America does not.
What's happening? Where are you taking him?
Get up.
Michael, where are you taking him? Where are you taking me? Michael!
You take. Let's go.
Where are you taking me?
Don't ask questions when you're not supposed to. Head down. Down. Let's go. I don't know. Stay here.
They want to let us go.
What? Really?
They said we represent oppressed America, so they're letting us go.
Please let this be true. What about the others? Danny?
It is November 21st and we have received incredible news yesterday pertaining to the hostage crisis in Iran. To our surprise, it appears that the captors have already released some of the hostages. We learned of these news earlier today, and now here's a video of one of the captors that was sent to us today.
I know what it is, what it was now, and this...
We have decided to release all women in black hostages. The
Ayatollah
Khomeini has reminded us that Islam has very special respect towards women and blacks, since they both live under constant American oppression and the white man's tyranny.
Oh, President Carter, what do you think about what happened yesterday?
I believe we are making progress daily. We are doing everything possible because we still need to get the other 52 back.
Mr. President, do you think this will affect the next election?
I believe that it will give this process due time. Then the rest of the hostages will be released. I firmly believe this.
Mr. President, what do you have to say to the families of the hostages who haven't been released?
I believe that it will give this process due time. The rest of the hostages will be released. I firmly believe this. Don't ever mistake it. I am deeply saddened by their capture, but I am in a bit of a situation. I want to get them back, but I am not willing to use physical means to do so, as I am afraid of starting war. That will be all. Thank you.
We are very relieved to have been informed that some of the hostages are finally free and safe. However, the fight's not over. We must not let these actions distract us from the issue that resides at hand, as there are still 53 hostages awaiting their freedom.
Sweetheart, they're announcing people that they're releasing. Hunter might come home.
Yay, Hunter might come home. I can show him how well I can impersonate Danny Zuko.
Turn on the volume, let's hear.
David Walker, John Walsh, Wesley Williams, and those are the 13 hostages that happen to be released as of today. Stay tuned for more information about the Iranian hostage crisis tonight at 6 p.m.
Thank you for coming. I have arranged this meeting to discuss some serious matter.
I can assume where this meeting is headed.
Well, as of earlier, I spoke to the Algerians, and they have informed me that Iran is agreeing to release them, but at a price, a really high price.
This cannot go any further. We have tried our best to negotiate with what we thought was good, and nothing worked. They have been pushing us around.
I know this, and this is why I arranged this meeting. I wanted to discuss the possible idea of breaking relations with Iran.
Yes, it would be for the best.
Wait, wouldn't that just worsen the situation we're in?
No, I've thought this through, and I think it could actually work. We could not only just break relations with Iran, but we could also put sanctions upon them to prevent our products from being exported to them.
If you believe this will work, then we should do it.
He wasn't one of the 13 who were released. He's not coming home anymore. I can only imagine the words.
Governor, are you prepared to take the constitutional oath? I am. If you place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me, I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear.
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
May I congratulate you, sir.